it's one thing we've learned about this series is that not every figure, no matter how good it is, it ain't perfect, but that's what we're here to accomplish. Also, once we go through this pile, we do have a custom right here from Dog Crag, but Red Dog had come through with this, so both of you guys, really appreciate you. We'll put this to the side, and we'll get that unveiled at the end of the video. Okay, Andrade, ringside exclusive. If you didn't see the review on this, first of all, go check it out, man. It's up on the website, Ringside Collectibles. Hit the description below and save yourself some money when you use code HERO. Now, the parts. When they unveiled this figure, there was some talk about how it was too short, they had the wrong boost, there were some things that they did change midway through, but then when they actually released the figure, they kind of went back to square one. They went back to the initial release of the figure, so they still stuck with the smaller legs, the boots, they are inaccurate, so here's the cool thing, man. That defining moment sting, which is the Great American Bash, that's going to be the closest thing to reflect the style of boots right here that Andrade had. Now, yes, he did have like line work on the side right here where it was kind of all tied together. But I'm all right. I would rather do without that than actually having full blown out look right here, the shoelaces up front. So we are going to put these boots right here on Andrade, and hopefully that takes care of some of the problems that people are talking about. Kenny Omega, this one was a combination of two different customizers, BEW Animation, and also, well, BEW was the head scan, and then also Burnout Inc. He did the rest of the figure. Now, Borracho Pancho did also make a custom head scan right here of the same look, but using different characters. So Daniel Bryan on this one, and I think this was JBL. So JBL was the figure, the head scan that was used. And I think most people, just about every single person that I've seen make Kenny Omega, the universal one that I'll call in the community, in the customizing community, it is the Daniel Bryan, and then eventually they actually release a real, genuine Kenny Omega head scan. We don't have that one yet, but for the time being, I want to use this one for Borracho Pancho because the hairstyle on this, it's almost identical right there. As a matter of fact, that's what he was trying to portray when he made this. So we'll pop that on to that. And if you are wondering, man, like why Straight Edge Society over here, it's because we need to add more members to it. I think this one, no, actually, I don't even know what this is all about, you guys. This is, it's missing hands. This was in the crowd. I do recall utilizing the suited body to make Drake Maverick. So now Drake, he's all good. But Johnny Mercury, now he needs a body to accompany his lads over here. So the arms, yeah, look, we're not even covering anything about this. Actually, you know what? I could use this shirt because this is the same shirt that I was talking about to put it on there. So once we do add the boot swap to it, we'll also add the shirt that they had advertised to release with the figure. But that's not what I wanted to show you. It's crazy how it all worked out. Honestly, man, this was not planned out of him having this shirt. I just grabbed it. I'm like, there's my Mercury. So when I did find it and I found out that these pants were going to come handy on so many different scenarios, check this out. All right, so we're going to get Finn Balor, the torso. We're going to need this. We're going to pop this head scan off, and we're still going to utilize this scan right here, and I'll show you here in just a sec. But Johnny Mercury, like younger Johnny, he was jacked. I mean, he was part of that tag team right there with John Morrison, and their whole thing was their physique. So this is actually going to work. I know some might disagree. Some might tell me, like, Hero Figs, you ought to go with a Daniel Bryan. I don't know, dude. The smaller arms on this and the jacked up torso, I think it's going to work well. So I'll pop the head scan off right here, off this random crowd member, also known as Johnny Mercury. I'll put it onto this figure, and the reason why he's missing the lower legs is because we have to do without the kick pads. Johnny Mercury, when he was with the Straight Edge Society, so we'll slip those on as well, he wore regular boots, so we'll add the regular boots. Obviously, we'll need like different kind of calves because the calves right there will only work for kick pads, so we'll have like a Johnny Mercury to align himself right there with the rest. And then the final member, we'll talk about that some other time. The other thing that I wanted to try that I haven't seen done yet is I wanted a DIY Ciampa. The head scan, all right, this is the initial release of the figure, but I want to try this one, you guys. I still have yet to see that, and maybe down the road, drop a like, let me know, fill me in if this is something that you guys would want to see in a future video. But I think also doing like the torso crack and giving him a bigger bulk, I don't know if it'll work. Is this the ball style? I think it is. It is ball style. So I think down the road, not necessarily in this video, but I think Ric Flair legs should work on that to give him the tan look. But the head scan, I just want to pop that one on right here from Elite Series 69 to give it to the DIY character. Now, Finn Balor, the head scan. So, kind of what I was talking about earlier, how this figure, it's going to play two roles. I've never have gotten a chance to get the right look on this because the look when he wore the gray attire right here with the most recent top picks, you didn't have this look. This is actually just them reusing the ringside exclusive head scan and just calling it a day. But look, I ain't disappointed. I'm not sad because this was also updated when they did reuse the scan and gave them like the true FX. But I want to put this one, which is actually more accurate to when he wore this attire. And then, like I said, once we get all this completed, we'll also get this unboxed from Red Dog 456. Let's do it. Okay, so first things first, Andrade, how is he looking? He's looking better, there's no doubt. The height, we're going to work on the height eventually, but I really just wanted to take care of those boots ASAP. That looks so good. I think that's blending in real well with the actual calves. And the shirt right there, again, you could use Usos. You could also use, I think this is No Way Jose. Yes, Fiesta. You got Fiesta right there. Talk to Cena. He'll fill you all about that. But that looks good, man. How do you guys feel about that? And keep in mind, this shirt was the one that was advertised, or at least the look when they initially showed the figure. But let's put him right here to the side right there. And ask CM Punk, yo, is it cool if I join your club? I don't have a club anymore, man. I ain't wrestling. So there's this thing. And I wanted to also, one thing that I wanted to find out from just you guys in general, there was times where I actually found this thing in the wild with this boot, like this style of boots. I don't know if it was like swap the fig, but there was several occasions where I saw this thing right here where they just kind of took like the easy route and gave him those boots. But nonetheless, we ain't here for Sting. Kenny Omega, Borracho Pancho, BEW always does great. It's not that he didn't. It's just that this one he had sent a while back. Actually, prior to him releasing this figure, and I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. It was in my bin, so I apologize, man. Borracho Pancho, if you're watching this, I do apologize. I should have uploaded this, I think, about almost a year ago. I can't give you the exact date when this head scan had come in, but I can tell you this, it's been several months, and both of them worked, dude. I think BEW and Borracho Pancho, they both knocked it out the park right there with Kenny Omega. Let's give him the IWGP Championship. There you go. And who knows, maybe AEW champ, but that still is yet to be seen. All right, DIY Ciampa. Now, the more I look at this, you guys, one of two things I got to do. I got to either, A, like I said, do a torso crack and just do a full-blown out swap, give them these legs because they are ball hip joint. So, like, it's going to be a full-line customizing job. But this is just one thing that I wanted to show you prior to me doing that. I think when it comes to torso cracking, man, it's going to take a little bit more work than a quick slap up. But the skin tone, it ain't blended, especially with this one. You can see it a lot more. Not necessarily in the camera because the camera won't pick it up quite as well. But in person, it's looking slightly different. Just because of the beard, it ain't masking it the way that this one is. And this was why I had done this. There you go. There's DIY. Actually, you know, I don't think the beard was quite that full. Now, one more member added to the Straight Edge Society. Let's bring all three of them together. There's CM Punk. I think that was actually the last video, last custom fix video that we did with the ringside exclusive head scan onto the yellow trunks. And during the Straight Edge Society, he was wearing that, so it's really neat to have all three of these. I think Molly Holly, she had a different name, I could be wrong, but she's the last member, man. They've never made a Mattel version of Molly Holly, and on top of that, the one that they did release with Jax, it was in the bald look, so I'm gonna have to get creative for the final member, but all three of them. Now the vest, here's the thing that I want to point out. You could use Gallows' vest right here, because he's got the SES logo. I just grabbed the one from Bobby Lashley, just because, man, if anybody has this, you guys, if anybody has an extra vest of this, hit me up on Instagram. I am really looking for a second one so we can get Mercury all done and taken care of. But look, even apart from that, with the pants right there from Ciampa and the boots, dude, that is like right there. Like Mattel had released it. Minus this actual microphone piece. Let's turn him to the side so you guys don't see it. Like, this is it. This is the figure of all three members finally brought together. Let's put him to the back. And the last one right here, we have the Finn Balor. The look on this one, this is the look that I was going for. This is going to work. And this is the thing, too, man. Like, so many people were asking me, like, bro, why'd you pick up so many Balors for $6, you know, for dirt cheap? This is why, dude. Like, we got two benefits out of it. Obviously, right there, Johnny Mercury. And then second of all, right there, getting that right look on the gray attire. Let me know how you guys feel about today's fix-ups. Which one's your favorite? I got to go with Andrade, but for you, it might, who knows? It might be Johnny Mercury. It might be Ciampa. I don't think it's Ciampa for anybody because we got a torso crack, man. We got to get it right. But we won't know that until we unbox the final figure. Now, two people did not work on this. Dog Crack, he's on the other side, man. And Red Dog, he's always ordering huge batches. So when you ordered a batch, we had kind of put an order together so that way, like, shipping would have been a lot cheaper. Like, the shipping, the way that it works out, man, it's insane. So now that we have this, you guys, we've seen actually 2 different custom versions of the Juicy Man on the channel. Yo, Fix, that sounds so bad. It does. I know Juicy Man sounds bad, but this figure, it ain't that, man. It is so beautiful. He sent me pictures before shipping it out, and I was just astonished, dude. The scan, I don't think it was the one that was released by Jax, because I think Jax did release a different version, which is some more recent. I think this was all freshly sculpted from scratch. Look at that. Look at Juventud Guerrero. We got later, sorry, not Juven. Oh my gosh, your Fix. What is wrong with you? We got Juicy right here, and it is sculpted. I can see right there that it is not a reused piece right there from, was it Jax? I can't remember. I know there's like a specific company that does a lot of figures that are either TNA, like to this day, they still make them. I know he's one of them, and I believe also Kenny Omega might be another one, but actually I can't even tell which character you used underneath that mask. I can tell you this though, is that ponytail right back there, it was all added. I think it's also sculpted, or it could have just been like a Mattel one and just glued right there, adhered to the actual rest of the figure. All the tattoos, you guys, these are all hand painted right there. The bright pink, I love the pink, dude. I love the pink. I love the line work on everything. Like when it comes to the shoulder piece, the actual tricep area, he nailed it, man. I like the little accent colors on the side right there. We're getting the cross on the front of the kick pads, dude. Yeah, it's definitely giving Andrade a run for the best custom right here in the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.